What is up guys, it's Abhi on PC here, and that was the new Battlefront trailer put up by EA Star Wars on their account a few days ago. I expect you all to have played the beta that ended a few weeks back, and I bet at one point you did just stand there and try to take in the surroundings. Now that the beta has ended and the hype has died down, I want to make a few points, and these points are just to identify the errors in the game, a few mistakes and the few major issues that are there in the game. I know, and it is understandable that it was a beta, but what the players really want are for these issues to be ironed out before the game launches in 2 to 3 weeks time on 17th November. For starters, the Empire is just too overpowered. Now, some purists might say that the rebels do lose in Empire Strikes Back on Hoth, but in the scenario of a game, both sides should have equal opportunity. That's what makes a game a really good game, is when you don't have an overpowered weapon or an overpowered side. And that's the exact same case on Walker Assault on Hoth. The rebels cannot win. I mean, there is a way to win as the rebels, but people took days to figure out this method. Let me give you an idea. Let's just say you are a rebel and you get the orbital strike pickup. The idea behind it is to not use it until walkers are exposed to attacks. Once they are, you can use it on a walker, on one walker, which will surely go down. The other you can take down by shooting, bullets at it when it is exposed. So it is possible to win as a rebel, but there's really no point when it takes days to figure out how to win as a rebel, and that really needs to be balanced out. Next, and it has to be obvious, are the visual glitches. At some points I would see Luke Skywalker just stuck in mid-air, and in other cases Darth Vader's cape would just be fluttering like crazy all over the screen. I mean, it's kinda embarrassing when you have a huge franchise like Star Wars in your hands, and then you make like simple visual glitches like this. So please guys, remove this before the game comes out. Also, another visual glitch would be when the two heroes come together in lightsaber clashes with each other. The lightsabers do not actually meet if you pan around the camera a little bit, and the other hero would always just move away or do like a breakdance move, like Darth Vader does here in this case. Also, one last point I'd like to make is when a hero dies, he just squats there and an instant later he's gone. This does get confusing at times because you're wasting your blaster shots at like Luke Skywalker just sitting there. An alternate would be for the hero to fade out or just do a force jump out of the match, because I know it would not make sense for a hero to die, but you could incorporate something like that. Just do not make him squat there, that's just very irritating. Spawn points, oh my god, you have no idea. Many times I found myself spawning in front of the enemy team, and that led to an instant death. There was kinda no point in spawning at all, but sometimes I did find myself spawning behind them, and I didn't mind that, definitely, who would. Also, I do not get to choose spawn point at objectives, for example, or players at like in Battlefield. Like I do get to choose a spawn point at a player, but that's only one player. So you could do something about that to EA and DICE. I know I'm comparing it to Battlefield because I am a big Battlefield player, but that's just my opinion. Now coming to the launch of the game, a request to EA and DICE: do not mess it up. A lot depends on the launch, and the biggest factor, especially for PC gamers, are hackers. No one likes a hacker the first day of launch. Also, I do not know if you're incorporating this, but if you are, I'd like something like this. If the admin of a server is not online, and if for example somebody is believed to be hacking or something, There should be a vote kick or a vote ban option available to the players within the game, within the plugin of the game. So people could use that and like kick out players or ban players from that server so that they cannot irritate people once more. Also, Dice Stockholm. Take the amazing work done by Dice LA and Visceral and implement it into Battlefront. And by amazing work, I mean their achievements in fixing netcode in Battlefield 4. No one likes to die behind cover. I mean, nobody. And that was very irritating at the beginning of Battlefield 4. I mean, so irritating. That's why you messed up the launch of the game. And I'd like to say, just take their work and implement it. The gamers of Battlefront, and me especially, expect at least a 30 up, 30 down tick rate for the game. If not 60. 60 would be good though, I'm just saying. And last 2-3 points. The health bar is too big. I mean, seriously. That is so big. My god. You could at least make it definitely a bit smaller. And also do something about the star cards on the right. You could maybe make it fade out if somebody's not using it, or definitely make it a bit smaller because that just takes up too much space on my screen. Too much bottom of the space on my screen goes in the health bar and the star cards. And last, but definitely not the least, get rid of that £50 season pass. No one's going to buy it. I mean, seriously. You could buy another game or two in that much. None of us mind a deluxe edition or even a premium version for the more dedicated players. Well, that is the major problems I could come up with so far, and I hope you had a great time playing the beta yourselves. If you find any major issues, do leave it in the comments below. I'll see you on the Battlefront on 17th November.